Nothing better than a cold Guinness, right? Which camera am I looking at? This one. What's up, guys? I'm in the kitchen here today, chilling, drinking a Guinness. Thought to myself, let's cook with Guinness today. Gonna make a little goat stew. Just relaxing, having a good time. I have lots of beautiful seasonings and spices here. And I want to show you guys how to do this one. It's real easy. So, let me put my drink aside. Okay. So I have some great aromatics here I have chopped up and ready to go. I have some onion, garlic, a little bit of thyme, pimento, and then some nice thyme. I'm using thyme today because I find thyme works really well when you're cooking something nice and slow, like a braise. Thyme is a very strong herb, but in this application, it really melts down beautifully and adds to the depth of this dish. It's gonna be great. And then over here, I have some spices here that I actually made into a really nice fine spice blend. And quite simply, I have some allspice, nutmeg, I have some cinnamon, we have clove, coriander seeds, and jeera. And y'all, I took the liberty of blending this beforehand. It smells incredible. And these are the little things that make your chicken or meat dishes, and today we're using goat, takes it to the next level. It's the difference between like your basic run-of-the-mill meat to something really special. So I have this right here, a little bit of olive oil to fry in, and then of course, our main ingredients of the day, we have some Guinness. And I'm a huge Guinness fan. I really enjoy nice deep flavors. I'm not like a big sweet lover when it comes to my drinks and my liming beverages. So Guinness is delicious. I have one right here cracked. I'm gonna be sipping and cooking just like how I like to. All right, so I have an iron pot right here on the flame. It's getting nice and hot. And we're gonna do what we usually do, which is we're gonna add a little bit of oil to the pot. And then next, we're gonna add some more aromatics and kind of get the flavors going. So I have some onions here, going right in. I'm gonna toss this up. Between the smell of these onions and the Guinness that I'm drinking right now, my appetite is completely open, so it's gonna be lit. Next, I added some chopped garlic. So today we're using goat, and we're doing that for two reasons. One being that it is delicious, and I feel like all these times goat doesn't get many other uses besides curry goat or curry stew goat. So we're gonna kind of try something new. And two, it's Goatober, so you know, we're in October. I think today is October 9th. Yeah, so we're in the earlies of Goatober, so might as well, you know, commemorate the occasion and do a little stew goat. So while this is actually cooking down, I'm gonna take some of my goat, not some, I'm gonna take all of my goat actually, and I'm gonna add it to this bowl. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna give it a nice little rub down with the spice mix. All right, I have my spice mix here. And the spice mix already, it's so fragrant. These are the things that take your dishes to the next level. When you take the little extra 2 minutes and grind down your own spices. Actually, Baidawi on the same eatahfood channel, he has a great video about all the different spices that we use in Trinbagonian cuisine, and just kind of a little bit of a how-to and a catalog of the spices. So these things really do come in handy, and trust me, a fresh blend is always better than a packaged mix. It's always fresher, and you can control what kind of flavoring you want. So I'd recommend that you all take a little extra time and do a spice mix. So back to this now. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the olive oil, pour it right on top. Because the goat that we're using today doesn't have much fat on it. So I'm gonna rub that in there and kind of wake up this goat, you know. Okay, so my onions and garlic are getting nice and brown. Next, I'm gonna add the pimentos. I'm gonna add all. If you guys come close enough to the screen, you can smell this, I promise. So our goat is fully coated with our delicious spice mix. Now I'm gonna add some black pepper and a bit of salt And I am just gonna toss this together. So usually when we're doing a stew goat or curry goat, you add the curry in, you kind of brown it, or you add your brown sugar in and you get that brown. But this time, we're gonna be building the flavors with the aromatics and then using the spice mix to kind of fry everything together. And then we're gonna deglaze with the Guinness as soon as the goat starts to get nice and brown. So I think that the goat is now ready to jump into this pool of delicious aromatics. Wow, that was really hot. I'm not immune to, you know, kitchen snafus. And I'm just gonna add all this goat right into the pot. I'm a huge goat lover. I have no opposition to goat whatsoever. However, if you're not a big fan of goats, you could do the same recipe using lamb, using pork, using beef. Just gonna leave this here and kind of let it fry a little bit, let it get nice and brown. Turn it over, make sure the next side of the goat gets brown, and then it's gonna sprinkle some water and I'll show you what that looks like. This looks so good. This smells so good. I wish you guys could smell this. All right, so this is getting nice and brown. What I'm gonna do now is just reduce the heat a bit. I'm gonna cover the goat and then allow this to sprinkle some water before we add our Guinness in. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes, so let's see what it looks like inside. Oh yes. The meat kind of shriveled a little bit. Lots of water sprung. It's gonna give us a little stir. The goat meat kind of created this almost like a thick sauce at the bottom of the pot, and that's always a good thing. Thick sauce is always a good thing. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. And looking good. So we're gonna take it to the next level, and we're gonna add, I almost added my Guinness to the pot. We're gonna add 1 Guinness into the pot, and this is at room temperature. If you put a cold Guinness in it, it's just gonna completely stop the cooking, and we kinda want this stuff to continue. So I'm just gonna pour this right in and deglaze with the Guinness. This looks really cool. It's like bubbly, dark. Smells those like toasted barley notes, and I'm just gonna give this a quick stir. All right, next I'm gonna add my thyme. I'm just gonna add some civet as well. There you go. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of salt, black pepper, and final stir. So I'm gonna cover this down, and I have the heat on low, and I'm gonna let this cook for about 3 hours or so. I know I did 3 hours or so. And we're gonna check it out then. It's gonna be delicious. If you have a pressure cooker, however, you can totally do this in a pressure cooker, and it will go a bit faster. However, we're doing this nice low and slow. We're chilling, have some snacks. Gonna make a little bit of a side, and then we're gonna check out this meat in a couple hours, so BRB. All right, so it's been about 3 hours or so. We had to actually add another bottle of Guinness in here just to kind of make sure it doesn't get too dry. But it smells like we're on the verge of success here. Let's take a little look, huh? Smells like a winner. Looks like a winner. Now we're just supposed to taste it. So I'm gonna let this kind of, some of the steam come off a little bit. That goat is just falling off the bone. The sauce almost has like a bit of a sheen, and it's just lacquering onto that meat. Y'all, it smells incredible. And I think because of all the spices we used beforehand, it definitely has a little bit of a curry-ish vibe to it. But then the Guinness is just adding that extra depth right now. It is so, so, so beautiful. So, I mean, the only thing left for us to do is to add a little bit of thyme just to top it off with some freshness. Give this a quick stir. You're all hungry? Because I have a plate for you too, you know. Just gonna cut the heat, and there you have it. So while I was cooking, I made a quick little herb rice. I just boiled it with some bay leaf and a little bit of thyme. So I'm just gonna add this to my plate here. So in life, there's some foods that eat with a fork, and then some that are just too good for a fork. You just need a spoon to shovel it all in. It's spoon time today. Let's try this out. Oh my gosh, the meat is so tender. Most of it has come off the bone. This is unlike anything I've ever had before, in a very good way. It's curry stew meets Irish pub. It is so good. So good. The goat is tender. You're getting that little bit of malty depth of flavor coming from the Guinness. Who knew? Who knew? Time to jazz up the goat. Let's look beyond the goat and the curry goat and curry stew. Goat. Guinness goat. And there you have it. Well, look who it is.
Hey.
For some reason, our friend to eatahfood, David, he has like a sixth sense. He just knows when we're cooking anything with Guinness. So I mean, please go right ahead. Y'all didn't come, so David is eating your food, eh? So here we have some Guinness Goat Stew.
Now the reason I'm here is I smell it from outside. You understand? So I had to come in and hey,
give it a little sample. Exactly.
It looks what you would picture a Guinness Goat Stew to be. Dark.
Yeah. Dark and lovely. Okay. Let me get you a little drink. There we go.
Getting that nice bite from the Guinness with this nicely spiced rice. Perfection.
Cheers, David. Thanks for coming by.
Hey,
Y'all,
my pleasure.
what else I have to tell you? We're gonna keep here, we're gonna keep sipping our Guinness and enjoying the food. You all know what to do. Get your Guinness, get your goat, get your spice mix going. This dish is lit. There's no other words to say it. And I'm gonna keep enjoying. And we'll see you all next time. Take care.
Good job.
Bye.